Hey everybody, Maria here with Fourth Dimension. Welcome. Felt it on my heart to do a collective reading. We are going to see what's happening in the energy today. Secrets, but it was in the reverse, so I feel like the secrets are coming out. And trash is in the upright. What else? Self-love is also in the reverse. One more, please. Searching is also in the reverse. Bottom of the deck. Around fall. Could be before fall. So, wow, if I'm right, somebody's going through it now. This is somebody who's had an epiphany of who you are to them. They're letting go. They're releasing this thought, I feel, self-love is a period of acceptance, right? A period of actualization of knowing who they are, of who I am, of kind of inwardly self-aware, right? And somebody, I think, had it all wrapped up and they were all ready to go, and now they're throwing it away. They're kind of like questioning all that. They had you pegged, I think, and they're incorrect with their assumption and their profile. They did a profile on you and they're wrong. Based on the information that they received was incorrect. I do believe that they have to let go of that analysis. I don't know who I'm talking about. Maybe you're dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It feels very logical. You have to throw that away. Their self-assessment of you, I think, is incorrect. And I don't know. I feel like they are concerned that you don't think of them anymore. Whatever they found out, whatever epiphany they received, whatever download they acquired or obtained has changed the perception of how they see you, which is a 180. I'm just going to double check on the spiritual realm. Self-acceptance also in the reverse. So somebody's struggling with an internal review of how they perceived you. This is like, they're having a hard time accepting what they did to you and what they have packaged you in, whatever that is. They have a hard time I just get the sense that they were okay with who they were a month ago and they can't stand themselves today for what they did, said, who they are, their behavior, their thoughts, their actions. It's in the reverse. There's not a lot of self-love. They don't like who they are. Maybe it's you, but I feel it's a person in your energy. They're struggling with inner love, inner acceptance, inner peace, inner self-worth. They're just struggling a little bit. Nothing wrong with the struggle. The struggle, it's like, breaking out of the cocoon. There's nothing wrong with, that's how you get the strength in your wings, right? To become the butterfly. Without the struggle, the wings don't work correctly. So the strength is necessary, meaning the struggle is necessary. They're seeking guidance from the universe in the upright. They're asking God for direction. They're open to receive it for, I think, the first time in a long time. They're listening. They're asking the divine, what should I do? There's a cosmic connection. Peaceful heart in the reverse. They've never been in more conflict. It's very much Five of Wands, internal struggle. They don't know what to do. They had this all wrapped up. They were okay a few minutes ago, weeks ago, months ago. Now they're not. The divine's definitely in work with this person's life. Stellar energy, channeling star energy to activate your inner light and strength. They see, oh goodness. And over here I have the strength card. Oh my goodness. So even though this is a collective read, there's an awakening happening. I believe in two people. You, whoever's watching me, you have a million choices right now on YouTube, at least, maybe not quite a million, but you know what I mean. A sea of readers. You have a sea of readers, and your divine, I feel, is helping you choose the next steps in your life and your journey. And I don't think you find this by mistake. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that anymore anyway. That nothing happens by mistake. So if you were late to work, probably there was a reason. If you went down the wrong road, or if you ended up with a flat tire, again, possibly a reason. If you ended up talking or meeting somebody by chance, possibly a reason. Keep that person's phone number. Having a one-off random conversation. Might want to remember what the conversation was about, because it may come in handy with somebody else down the road. And you're going to be like, hey, I remember this person. They might be the expert in that field. Let me connect you to. Might be instrumental to that human being. It all plays a part in a bigger picture. That's kind of this energy. You reconnected with somebody, or are connecting with somebody, or you're getting downloads about a relationship or a person that you had buttoned up and you already had thrown away. You put it aside, saying, oh yeah, you had already done an assessment, a logical assessment on this person a while ago. And now you have to reassess the situation because the intel you received was inaccurate. In a nutshell. Could have been an employer, a job. Somebody might be coming back from the past, unveiling or unpackaging. Something is giving you, it's like a hangman's perspective, and you're having to look at it in a different view, a different lens, and you're having to reevaluate it, and the divine is helping you. In fact, the divine put it in your path for you to reevaluate. That's the kicker. When you assume you're praying and the divine's like, who do you think put this in your path? So on the bottom of the deck, you have judgment. You have to make a judgment call. Here we are trying to make a judgment call based on this Ace of Cups. So somebody is reigniting this feeling for you. It's a cup of love. It was Ten of Swords back in the day. And there is quite a bit of, that's the vibe I had when I felt that everything is fine. And when I was pulling cards, the Five of Wands, the internal struggle and strife. I also have the Ten of Swords and the Five of Swords vibe. It was over because there were hurt feelings, but there was a lot of injury. There was a lot of injury and insult and manipulation and lies. There was a lot of games in the past. That's why. And so now this is coming back. So spirit, strength. It's requiring you the strength, and you're recognizing possibly that you thought that this was okay and you don't have the strength. You don't have the self-esteem. Sorry. But I have two self-love cards in the reverse. Two. One spiritually telling you, your tribe is telling you, and one is intuition. So not only are you saying it, but your tribe is also saying it. And then I have validation of why. Is because you have an open wound that has not been resolved on your end. I'm just reading the cards. I just want to remind everybody, I just work here. It's like, hello, my name is Maria. I just work here at Fourth Dimension. This is your energy. This is your guilt, shame, remorse, whatever, it's an unhealed wound that is not dealt with. This is justice. So justice is, if we don't deal with it as a human being, the universe will. It will balance itself out. It's not justice, it's justice, right? It's not. So It's what will be made balanced. Y'all should see a temperance card here shortly. Somebody wants to make this right. Somebody wants to be judicially correct. It's very similar. If something has been done wrong to you, it's very similar. It might take years, but the balance will come to play. I saw the greatest thing on Netflix, not to promote any show, but I was making this spiel, we are in Lent season, and Moses, the Old Testament, they talked about Moses delivering a message to Pharaoh about delivering the people, the slaves of Egypt, or, out of Egypt, the Israelites free, setting them free. And there was a time when the previous king had unalived, there's certain words you can't say on YouTube, unalived everybody under the age of 2 out of fear a new king was coming, i.e. Jesus. So he unalived all the children that were under the age of 2, right? Fast forward, when Moses came and he was so reluctant to release all of the people of Israel to their freedom, the 10, I think it was 10, tribulations, let's say, came forward. The very last one was he took the firstborn. And one of the firstborn, it took forever for that to balance it out, but the universe did, right? And a lot of people have comments about that. You can have comments about it, but at the end of the day, I think the point being is that we want to understand that, comes around, goes around, karma, equate, eye for an eye. It's all the same in whatever religion, brand, whatever you believe in, but the universe finds a way to balance it out, regardless if it's in the same context or not. It is regarding an emperor, right? And that might be you getting justice with this Knight of Pentacles. And this could be a new job, a new opportunity, a new thing, whatever this situation is. It's involving either an emperor coming forward, offering you a new job and opportunity, or making right with a gift, or making right with a new, qualifying, making balance where there was imbalance. And that's why in most 12-step programs, the latter half of the steps are making balance and making right, restitution, to correct the wrongs of the past. So this is rushing in. The Eight of Pentacles is also working on oneself, being left out in the cold, watching somebody move forward, but somebody also is experiencing possibly the fear of being left out of the cold because of that Wheel of Fortune. They're not naive. Whoever you're dealing with is knowing they know the universal laws. They do. They know this. They know balance. They're not asleep. They're dealing with some awake folk. This is though karma playing out, and they've had some taste of it, especially in the past. This is a Page of Pentacles, lots of Pentacles. So there is money coming in. I also mean relationships, a commitment, possibly that everything's fine, pretending everything's fine, but it's not, because this isn't restored. There's the Temperance I was just talking about. So the Temperance is that balancing. This whole thing is about balance. The whole thing is about making sure we stay within the lines. It's like when you go bowling. We go bowling and you have the bumpers, like for the non-really pro bowler, the one who has an average score, I think, of 65, and you have the bumpers, the bumper helpers on the side. That's the universe is making sure that you stay within the gutters. And this is what temperance is staying balanced, so you don't go in the gutter, that you don't exhibit negative karma from your own action based on fear, based on self-centeredness, based on shoving your intent and your will and your desire ahead of everybody else to get your own way. Anything else you want to share with the collective on this read? This is somebody's coming in, rushing in. Yeah, I have 2 in the reverse. This is an upright deck. King of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. Somebody's fear of loss, and they are concerned that they're not going to get wishes unfulfilled. I'm not going to get my 10 of Pentacles. My wishes aren't going to be fulfilled. It's the picket fence card, the 10 of Pentacles. The kids running in the front yard with a white picket fence with the 2 labs and the RVs and the SUVs and the grandkids and the thousands of friends and families at a barbecue. It's that surrounded by love. That's this vibe, is somebody's family is their desire. They want a generation times 10 surrounding them in their old age. And that is what makes them feel secure. That's what makes them feel happy, and their wish being unfulfilled because they listened to some people and they acted on it, and they weren't in their king emperor status. They were more of a pawn, page, maybe possibly knight level. They were more of a sheep and not necessarily a shepherd, definitely not a Sherpa, and they didn't act on it with the King of Pentacles in the reverse. They were lacking. They were in a lower vibration. Now I feel like they're trying to get in a higher vibration, but they're fearful of loss, fearful of, if I acted on this, I would lose my financial. So they might have made a decision on focusing on money, making a priority of status, wealth, focusing on work, focusing on gathering my pentacles versus relationships. Now they're making a strategy planning right now. The current energy is moving forward, making a strategy to move forward in a different direction. They're making plans. What are these plans for the collective? Go on it. They see you happy. I see fat and happy. Hey now. But this is somebody who's content, happy. It's sane. It's balanced, content, wise, safe, loving, kind, all the things. But the 9 is like, it's peace. It's peace filled. Yeah, and they miss your relationship. They miss it being balanced and happy, just status and sane. And it's the walking away from the partying lifestyle, walking away from the chaos, walking away from, I think, just dysfunction, and in search of something, of their own happiness. I think they're in search of their own happiness. There it is. They might get on a horse and come and talk to you about it. I don't know if it's a romantic sense, but I definitely feel it's a friendship sense currently. They want to at least explore that. Yeah, amends is being made. It's again the 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands. It's same vibe, and the unpacking of the distorted lies from what they believed their family and friends told them, I think, about you, or something they heard about you. I know, I already hear it in the comments, y'all. Save save the comments. Yeah, you can tell me if you want. If it makes you feel good, type them out. That's okay. The World, there it is. I feel like this was necessary. So there's that Strength card. We end where we started. So the World is just a cycle closes and yet another cycle closes, and the cycle must close for a new one to begin. So for the footing to be on the right structure, solid footing, I keep, like the pictures in my head that come and fly by is there's so many things this person wanted to share with you but couldn't because they had an image of you in their head based on somebody else's perception of you that was put there, based on a bunch of lies, based on inaccuracies, on fictitious texts that were not created, based on a self-centered person's ideals because they wanted to keep them to your person to them. That's part of it. I don't know. And it's self-centeredness. It's all fear, self-centered actions. And it's okay. I mean, that's what we're here for, right? Is to unpack some of this. Oh, look at that. It's hiding in here. I had a card hiding in here. Facade. I have the card Facade hanging out. Totally different deck. It's a lie. It was a game. It was a mask. Somebody was wearing a mask. To be fair, I'm going to go back to the beginning, excuse me, and just make a statement. Everything that happened on purpose because, one, you needed to grow, and you would have watched tarot, and you wouldn't have begun your journey on self-healing, and you wouldn't have unpacked some of the things you needed to start to unpack to determine what your worth is, number one. So all of this had to go down the way it did. 2, your person had to explore other options to get the value of who you are to them, period. End of story. So, like, let's not point the fingers because that's actually the divine's plan. And if not this skin suit, it would have been a different sweater out of the closet in a different, I mean, you might, if you've ever watched my channel, I've always laughed and I said it would be a different skin suit. If it, you know, you might be represented as the Queen of Wands, but it might be another Queen of Wands as a third party that would have taught this lesson to this masculine. For a female, if I'm reading for a female, you might be the Queen of Wands. It might be a different third party. It's just a different sweater in the closet, teaching the lesson, right? Or you might have been the third party. Take it as it resonates. My point being is the lesson needed to be taught nonetheless. If you're the Queen of Wands, you are independent, sexy, strong, smart. Walk in the room, here comes the energy, walk out, there it goes. It came in with you, it will leave with you. They want to work with you, they may pitch or pose an idea to you about that. They might be generating, they want to have this ending over with, this Ten of Swords. They regret this ending, they miss your friendship, that sort of thing. They've been holding back. There's a lot they want to tell you. This person has a lot of love for you. Like I said, you might be dealing with an air sign. Actually, all the signs are out heavy on the air sign. You might be dealing with an Aquarius. You do have, there's a lot of third party energy in the wings. I don't know who I'm reading for, but there's a lot of hanger-ons in the peripheral. Okay, listing them off. I got Aquarius, I got Sagittarius, I got Pisces. I've got heavy on the Virgo, heavy past energy is a Libra. They're hanging on to you. Gemini, you got a very pissed off Aries. Woo, leave that one alone, man. That Aries is not happy with you. Scorpio also, but Scorpio loves you. They want to hang out with you a little bit more often, but there's a lot of sexual stuff happening there. But there's a lot of, like this, maybe it's you have a lot of sexual energy and it's just an avoidant, like somebody doesn't want to commit, they just want to be like everybody's friend. But I don't think that's the truth. I think there's some work that's wanting to be done here, because there's the underneath energy, which is what I read. The underlying current is family. The wish is unfulfilled. Well, if this wish is unfulfilled, what do you want? You want everything. You want babies, grandbabies, dogs. You want the family. You wanted the whole picture, the white picket fence. And if I'm speaking to a divine feminine, right, which I feel like a lot of you are on this channel that are watching me, this wish was unfulfilled because you were with somebody that wasn't on the same vibration as you are. And if I'm reading for a divine masculine, you're playing off as somebody who came off as not avoiding that relationship. Maybe you said you wanted one, but I don't feel like you knew what you wanted. The reality is when you unpack this and you really start looking, you really do. And the Page of Pentacles, this conversation about restarting a relationship, even as a friendship, that's what this means. Could be a commitment, but it could be a relationship. Walking away from things that don't serve you. I think current energies that are out to hurt you, unpacking some lies and some truths, sitting alone and it's that inward struggle. What do I want? You're back to what do I want? Oh my God. And then rushing in with the truth. That's the third time I've seen this spread. With the Lovers, the soulmate energy, rushing in, missed opportunities, death, rebirth. It's the same old energy. It's very much old friends kind of vibe, old friends. And this is beyond sexual. It's just rekindling of a friendship. It may not end up going anywhere. This may just be a friendship, but it is, the passion's still there. The passion's still there. The recognition of who you are to them is still there. The feminine, I feel like I'm reading for a lot of women. I'm reading for a woman for sure. The trust has to be rebuilt with your divine masculine, I feel. And the person that I'm reading for, female, is take it slow because they are going through an awakening. That's what's happening. They're trying to unpack all this in their head and their heart and trying to align this because it's a change. It's a bit of a change. The awakening is slow because they don't know what they want yet. They've been chasing money so long and security, thinking that was their going to make them happy. If somebody gave them $1 billion and then they're like, now what? Now what? Now what's going to make me happy? Now that I've got it all, now what? Right? Now what am I going to chase? I've got it all. And I think that's the key, is what do I want? Trying to get down to what do I want. And when they understand that money's just really a resource anyways, I take it, I pay a bill, I help people out, and this person's actually going to come into quite a bit of money, and they're going to help a tremendous amount of people. So they better figure it out quickly, because there's a lot of money coming in about 2 months. April, May, about the time, mid-April, late April, May, lots of money. And so if they handle it well, they could be funding non-for-profits, they could be help traveling. Like, this is beautiful energy. So if they do it right, they could be, starting a lot. They could be living this with you, or vice versa. This might be your energy. I kind of think it's theirs, but what do I know? I just work here. This is very beautiful energy. If you like this channel, if you would like to see more of my content, please, 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 before you leave, hit the like button. That helps me grow. Hit the subscribe and notify. That also tells you when I upload new content, because it's a variety of times when I do it, who knows. And I appreciate you following for more content. So until next time, take care. Bye.